Monday morning, week 2. You might be a little bit achy from the weekend, from the first week of your training program. Teaching week tends to do that. Lots of new exercises can make you achy, sore and a bit stiff. So what we're going to do for week 2's workout in the morning to get woken up is we're going to do some nice gentle stretching. So by the time we've been through these 6 stretches, hopefully we should feel a lot looser and ready to tackle the second week of your training program. Remember, week 2 is all about taking the next little step. So can you add an extra set? Can you make things that little bit more difficult? And that's our first step to progress and making sure that we're making progress this month. So let's begin. We're beginning with calf marches. So from our warm-up, we're just going to march those heels down. We're going to hold it for just a little bit longer, just because we're trying to stretch everything out. Just take your time, loosen those calves off. The more you push that heel into the ground, the more you're going to feel it stretching out. We're then going to come into a side lying position. You're going to take the top leg and pull your heel up to your bum. Try and bring the knees together and keep your body in a nice straight line, feeling that stretch on the front of the thigh that you've got bent. So we're just going to hold that and take some nice deep breaths. This is just a chilled, mini little stretching sequence, nothing too crazy. And then spin around and same on the other side. So, yeah, you might find one side needs a little bit more work than the other. This quad, definitely needs it. Keep those knees back, good posture. Just relax, take some deep breaths. You should just feel that quad just stretching out. Okay, now we're going to come up into the seated position. You're going to take your feet just outside shoulder width, and we're just going to stretch, and if you can, grab your toes. And again, just take some nice deep breaths here. It's not a huge stretch. If you need to, you can just hold on to your legs, or even your socks, use those as a way of pulling you forward a little bit. And then just move around a little bit in that stretch. Feel everything lengthening out and loosening off. Okay, so now lie back, arms out to 45 degrees, and you let the knees rock to one side, trying to keep that hand down. You're going to feel a stretch diagonally across the body. So hold that position. Again, take some deep breaths. We spend a little bit of time hanging out here, just letting everything lengthen out. And then slowly rock to the other side. Just keep reaching those fingertips away from you. Into your belly, really feel those breaths filling your lungs up. Okay, back to your seated position. We've been working our way up the body. We're now going to hit the glutes. So hug that knee to the opposite shoulder, sitting tall and feeling the stretch through that hip. This is one of my absolute favourites. You'll see it in all my videos. Spending too much time sat down. This is a good one for getting those glutes stretched out again. So again, deep breaths. We've got one more nice stretch for the hip flexors, feeling it in the back a little bit coming up next. And hopefully that's got you woken up and ready to go for your week. You can just stretch into it a little bit more. Switch over. on your front. I'm just going to come up onto my forearms, squeeze the glutes and just stretch out there. Again, some nice deep breaths. This shouldn't be a big stretch. Just stretching out in this position. So you can even move the head a little bit, get the neck loosened off. It's always nice to combine a couple of movements together, so while you're stretching out your lower back and your hip flexors, just extending, moving around a little bit, shaking those shoulders off. Come back through. If you want to, you can just stretch back just to finish off. And about you, I'm feeling nice and loosened up and ready to tackle the week. So I hope you enjoyed that one. See you for a workout soon.